This is the view looking down the basin. We started over there somewhere. It's about a 3-mile hike in with 1,700 feet of elevation gain. So by Washington standards, it's not that tough. That's where we came from, and we're heading up this poorly maintained trail to the mine. And we should be there pretty soon. Some piping here from the mine operations. We're heading on up there to one of the adits. There's quite a few here, so we'll see how many we can find today. We're across the basin now, heading up to one of the adits, but over there you can see 2 dumps, maybe 3 dumps actually. Those are a couple more of the adits that we're gonna check out today. I think there's at least 8 in this basin alone, and we're heading up this scree pile. No. Okay, we've arrived at our first adit for the day. And it's right there. You can see a very well-defined vein. That gap there is all vein in between. So we'll head on in here and check it out. Okay, we're right inside. We passed over a flooded winze right inside the tunnel. We'll show you on the way out, I think, but we're inside now, and got some timbering over here to our right. Okay, so off to the right here is a winze. See the ladder there going into the flooded vertical winze. That's looking down into it. I don't know how deep this is, but it's obviously very flooded, so I don't think it would go anywhere. Most interestingly here is this windlass hand crank hoist. You see the cable still wrapped around it there, and then over to the right is the hand crank. They use that to hoist buckets of ore up the winze and whatnot. It's really rare to find those, especially a wooden one out here, because they just rot away and get stolen and whatnot. So that's pretty neat to see. The overhead is timbered in here as well. It's kind of a cool little station. And then back where we came from. We're only 50 feet in or so, and it's looking forward. Okay, continuing forward, the tunnel is a lot bigger here. It's about 9 feet tall, See, they removed a lot of ore from the side there. Wow, this is a big tunnel. This is about 10 or 12 feet tall here. Continuing onward. So it looks like they're kind of stoping that area out because the tunnel shrinks back down right here to a more standard size. Some miners graffiti there. Now this part of the tunnel is about 5 foot 10 inches. Alright, we've come into another stoped out area. Goes up about 12 to 15 feet. See the vein in there. And it keeps going. Still following this main drift tunnel. Some more graffiti here. It's kind of hard to read. I don't know what it says or anything, but okay. Small cutout area to the left here with miscellaneous timbers. That looks like the end back here. Yep, that's the end of the tunnel. So we're gonna head back out and try to find some of the other adits in the basin. So there's a tram bucket right here. The bushes. Looks like some sort of hoist for sure. And adit is over there. One of the perks about hiking out here in the alpine high altitude areas is lots and lots of blueberries. So this is the steam engine right below one of the adits. And apparently they use the steam engine itself to push it up here. So it kind of hauled itself up here, which is kind of neat. That thing's about 10 or 12 feet tall. It's a really big machine. And this is the view looking down the basin, pretty high up, about 3,500 feet or so. And there's a waste dump right there in the middle of the screen. So we'll be heading up there shortly. We'll take a closer look at the steam engine. One last look at the steam engine. And now we're targeting the two adits up here. One's over there and the other one's straight up. Be up there. Okay, we're here at mine number 2. I should say adit number 2. We're standing on the dump. It's a pretty fair sized dump, so I expect this to go back a decent ways. The first adit we looked at is way over there, where the tip of my finger is. And our car is behind these trees here. Yeah, so this is the one right above the steam engine, so we'll go on in and check it out. Alright, we're heading on in here. A really short tunnel. Tunnel turns to the left here, so this marks the beginning of the drift. See the vein. There's the vein up there. There's a carved out area to the right there. The drift continues on. There's a junction here, the tunnel branching to the left, and the main drift continuing forward. We'll go to the right to start things off. It's a shot of the vein. It's really hard to film veins. I don't know, they don't really turn out very good on camera, but you can see a lot of pyrite in here. Some copper staining on the walls as well. Alright, we're continuing onwards down the primary drift. Wow, look at that vein. That's a pretty well-defined vein there. That's the face of this drift. So I'll head back and check the left-hand junction. Alright, we're going down the left-hand drift now. It's a stoked out chamber here. Looks like there's a tunnel that comes off of this, but it's mostly filled. Yeah, that's just a backfilled tunnel, dead ends back there. Okay. These are the tram cables that service the mine. Not much left of the tram system up here. That's the dump we're coming up on. Okay, this is adit number 3. And if you turn up the lights a little bit, you can see there's something interesting in the portal here. Here's a view of the ore cart. It's a front tipping style. It's a pretty small cart compared to some I've seen. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Here's the ore cart. It still tips a little bit. And it still has its wheels, which is pretty rare to see. And it looks like it would have pivoted. You can see a little circular disc down there. Here's just a look at the other side. Some sort of latch here to prevent it from tipping accidentally. It's pretty cool to see. Now for the mine. This shoots back. And this tunnel is pretty fair size in cross section. You'll notice there's wooden rails in all these mines, and these straps here they would have nailed down to the wooden rails, and then you'll notice in all these mines the rails are made of wood, and you can see here there's a bunch of these metal straps that they would nail to the wooden rails, and that's what the ore cart wheels would travel on. Most of this metal strapping has been removed, it looks like. There's graffiti. Some here. Up there as well. drift off there for like 15 feet. And here's a damp section. I'll make my way across this area and catch you on the other side of the water. Alright, on the other side of the water area, you have a air tank sitting there. And then small carved out area here. And the main tunnel continues onward. About 400 feet in now. And that is the end right there. Alright. So that does it for these mines. The windlass and the ore cart are pretty neat. Other than that, the tunnels are kind of featureless, but still cool to get out here and document these types of mines.